Hey, it's Michael Sharkey, your podcast coach. You probably have heard me, or maybe you have, maybe you haven't, raving about this microphone recently, the Samson Q2U. This is a microphone. This is actually the very first USB microphone that I've ever recommended to anyone. So I ordered one and we're going to unbox it together, but just kind of a little bit of a background. The microphone that I'm talking into right now is a Heil PR40. It's an XLR, which means it's got XLR inputs. I go into my Scarlett Focusrite 2i2, which is this little red box here, which gives me the sound that I want. And this is a great microphone, but this whole setup here, this microphone alone is like $350. And if you've heard me talk about this, USB microphones, normally the reason why I don't recommend them, or I don't ever recommend them, like the Blue or the Yeti or any of those, is because they pick up all the noise around you. So it sounds very hollow. So these microphones will work if you're in a very, very quiet room, but they're really cheap, and generally the where you connect them is really cheap, and they fall apart fast and they sound like crap. And you know, the way when you do your podcast, you need to think about it is that you want your podcast to technically sound at the same level as the biggest names in podcasting. And the fact of the matter is you can do it. And with this microphone, you can do it for under $100. So let's open this baby up. And the funny thing is, the story behind it is a buddy of mine is a Emmy award-winning producer. And he works now with like production, does his own work. But anyway, I'll get on a Zoom call with him and he shows his Emmys in the background. And I was doing a Zoom call with him one day and he was like, man, I found this microphone. It's USB. And I was like, USB? Ooh. And he was like, I know, but it's really, really good. And that was this microphone. So my only experience with this microphone was being on the other end of a Zoom call with him. And I was like, wow, that does sound good. All right, so you open it up, got the box inside the box. Let's see what's in here. All right, just as I would expect, there's a microphone in here. Sweet. It's packed really nice, actually. Oh, that's a good, it's kind of heavy. Got a little pop filter so that you don't your peas. Comes a little tripod stand, which that's awesome. How-to booklet. Cables. Man, this thing comes with a lot. Again, retail price of this is like $70. I'll throw a link in the video notes for this. Basically, you got everything that you could possibly need to get rolling with this microphone. But what I really want to try to do in this unboxing is I really want to hear how it sounds. Now, the cool thing about the Samson Q2U microphone is, wow, it feels really good. The cool thing about this microphone is it is USB powered. So you can plug in the looks like a mini USB-C or USB. And this will go into your USB. What is this? Mini USB, USB-C? Okay, whatever. Anyway, but you can do that, or you can use XLR inputs. So it's versatile in that it allows you to do both. And the cool thing is it also has a headphone jack. So this microphone, what makes this really cool is like, look, I stand behind my Heil and my Focusrite and all that stuff. But with this Samson Q2U microphone, you don't need any of this. You literally just need to be able to plug it in to a USB jack. And if you've got 1/8 inch or whatever, like, you know, AirPod style headphones, you can use those in that. Again, I mean, look, I broadcast engineers taught me everything that I ever need to know about microphones and studio setups. So they would be like, tisk, tisk at this microphone. But again, for portability, for sound, you just can't beat it. So what I'm going to try to do with this is I'm going to plug it in here and I'm going to see. Now, my buddy Aaron, who's the Emmy award-winning guy, one of the things that he said, he's like, man, when you get this microphone, you plug it in, you don't need to download any drivers or any audio equipment or things like that into the actual software or hardware of your computer. You just need to plug it in. So I'm going to test that right now to see how valid it is. Because again, with the Focusrite, I love it. It's an amazing thing. I'm going to continue to use it. But the truth is that whenever you get it, and I've got another video walking you through the installation, but you got to install like drivers and audio things. So I'm going to plug this in here. And I imagine I'm going to have to switch my microphone, but let's see what happens. All right, so now I have this microphone plugged in. Basically what I did is I had to plug it in, then I had to back out, so I paused for a second. But I plugged in the microphone so you can hear the difference between my Heil, and now I'm talking into the Samson Q2U. And I got to say, for a $70 USB microphone, this sounds great. And while I was on pause, I went ahead and hooked up this little tripod that comes with it. It's really nice, very convenient. Just sits right on your desk. It's awesome. So now you can kind of hear the difference between these two microphones. But the truth of the matter is that, you know, my Heil PR40, as I said a moment ago, $350 microphone, my Focusrite, you're looking at about, $500 to $600 worth of equipment to sound really good. This is $70. You can use XLR in the back just as you see here, plus it has a headphone jack that you can use here as well. So it's really a versatile kind of all-in-one, and it is a vocal dynamic microphone. Now what that means is as I start to pull the microphone away, it goes away, but then as I get a little bit closer, now you hear me, because the way vocal microphones work, dynamic microphones work, is they just imagine like a ball right here. That's where it picks up your vocal. And the reason that's important is almost every USB microphone that you see at your Best Buy or you find on Amazon, they're garbage because they pick up everything around you. Noises outside. I'm in a big hollow room right now. So if this was a traditional USB microphone, it would sound way, way echoey. It's a little echoey now just by the shape of the room, but it would sound much worse. So again, I can't say enough about this microphone. This is a solid microphone. I'm going to throw the link in the bio, but look, this is probably the microphone. It's not probably. It is the microphone that changed my opinion about USB microphones, and not just mine, but my buddy who won all those Emmys. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, throw it in the comment below or shoot me an email, hello@yourpodcastcoach.com.